So today we're going to be jumping all around the Sea of Thieves life cycle to pre-launch, post-launch and the seasons in the coming months. The Captaincy update is a much requested update for Sea of Thieves that was planned to release in the months following the Sea of Thieves launch in 2018. But what was the Captaincy update? Will it be coming later in 2021? I will be talking about my hopes for the features of the update too, so without further ado, let's talk about the Captaincy update. Now, millions upon millions of players have started their journey to Pirate Legend in the time since launch. Rare have recently revealed that February has been their best month in concurrent players since launch, and I imagine that includes a lot of new players. This also would include players who didn't follow the game in the run up to launch. Mike Chapman, Senior Design Director on Sea of Thieves, me, he's featured a lot on this channel. I'm basically a walking ad for his Twitter at this point. Sort me out some merch please, Mike. Sorry, as I was saying, Mike Chapman spoke about Pirate Legend, what it meant, and how they plan to expand it in the months following launch. And this is what he said. One of the first major updates we want to add is the idea of Pirate Legends becoming legendary captains. You become this fictional Jack Sparrow, or Blackbeard, of the pirate world in Sea of Thieves and will build your own Black Pearl. You leave the area by sailing out through the waterfall, like Batman leaving the Batcave, and people know you're a pirate legend when they see your ship in the world. So, Pirate Legend was going to be a much more rewarding rank in Sea of Thieves, but the key things to take away from this is that you could become a captain, own a ship, and sail it out of the waterfall instead of using the dock like the peasants. I can tell this feature was meant to be very cinematic, although I can understand it being a lot of work for a very specific feature that, at the time, would have been really difficult for most players to achieve. I believe pets and the Pirate Emporium were also due to be coming in this update. Okay then, why did it get pushed back indefinitely? Well, the launch of Sea of Thieves was controversial due to the lack of content, and Rare asked the community what they should add to improve the game. They put out a big poll and changed the post-launch roadmap based on this feedback. Can I just say, even though I'm honest with my feedback and can be seen as a bit more critical than other YouTubers, this was a fantastic move. They actually changed their plans to fit the fan requests, not just stay the course and hope for the best. I wish all games did this, and it's pretty unheard of in the current gaming scene. The poll showed fans wanted a new ship type first, new quest types, NPC enemies and factions, map expansions, a PvP bounty system, and fishing. We can see these requests reflected in the first year of Sea of Thieves, with the Hungering Deep adding a new NPC enemy and quest, Cursed Sails adding another threat, quest and ship type, Forsaken Shores adding a new quest type and expanding the map, Shrouded Spoils improved the NPC encounters, and Anniversary added fishing, loads of quests and tall tales, and 2 new factions. As you can see, unique rewards and decor with ship customization were low on the priority list, despite Shrouded Spoils expanding ship customization. With this revelation, Captaincy and pets were pushed to the back of the queue while the game was expanded in more meaningful areas. I think this was a good move, as it wouldn't have expanded the game in the context of Sea of Thieves launch. But let's fast forward to now. We have a problem, one that has been slowly creeping up in the last 2 years, the economy. No, I'm not talking about the one decimated by COVID, the inflation on the Sea of Thieves. Gold has lost its value, and we have not a lot to spend it on. The Dark Adventurers set and the recolours featured in Season 1 are a short-term solution, but Captaincy could help alleviate the burden. I think Rare could really expand progression and customization with ship ownership, whilst making Pirate Legend a bit more rewarding. Since Captaincy was always meant to be a perk of Pirate Legend, let's stick with that. It should be Pirate Legend only to sweeten the deal, not that it's hard to get anymore. With this, owning a ship could require a hefty amount of gold. Either you should have to buy a sloop, brig and galleon separately, or a one-time deed that allows you ownership of 3 ships. Pricing is a touchy subject, but if Rare want to charge 40 million for a skin set, I dread to think how much they'll fleece us for owning a ship, let alone some paint. I think 5 million would be fair. It's cheaper than the Dark Adventurer set, but also not super easy to get. Once you have bought your ship, you can name it, like how you could name your pet. I think it would be cool to make it a permanent thing, but I understand people want to change it on the fly. Based off that, I think you should also get access to 2 additional types of customization, just to further diversify and emphasize the uniqueness of your ship. The first part allows you to customize handrails, lanterns and harpoons. Looking at the Ferry of the Damned, look how cool the lanterns and handrails are. And I think harpoon customization is long overdue. I really do think it would go a long way to make ships less uniform. The second part of customization would be the interior, but I think it would have to be restricted to the captain's cabin on the galleon. You would have a new trophy wall which you could show off your endeavours. Personally, I cannot see how they can make this work on a brig or sloop, but hey, who knows? This could be limited to 3 trophies at a time, with some trophies being awarded retroactively. Say you complete the Hungering Deep, you get a Megalodon tooth to display, or you're rewarded for a flag for the time you sunk the Sandman's Revenge in Cursed Sails. I think Rare could add loads of trophies to aim for and display to your crew and any boarders. Of course, I mentioned progression too. You get access to commendations that can unlock special rewards, but these are progressed by using your own ship. If you don't have a ship of your own, you can still progress these commendations if your crewmate is the captain, you just can't get the rewards until you own your own ship. As for who decides whose ship will sail on, well, you have to vote on it in the hideout. You will still receive progress even if you're not the captain, so it will be just like choosing your customization options. Something that did catch my eye for some obviously scrapped ideas is this short paragraph from the same article. Mike Chapman again says, "As well as acting as the end game at launch, the new hub will be the jumping off point for future content, eventually becoming your default home base. From there, you'll be able to progress beyond being a pirate legend." That sounds really interesting, that the hideout was going to be your initial spawn point and home base. Upon some further digging, I found this article from Windows Central. Again, Mike Chapman states, "As you ascend up the ranks of faction rep of the game's various voyage traders, eventually you will be able to find a special hideout available only to you and crew members you choose to bring there. The exact location of the hideout will be a mystery for players to unravel, but once they have, it will become their personal hangout, providing access to higher level quests and more epic looking gear." Now, this makes it sound like you were meant to have your own crew hangout, not a communal one that we see in the current game. Maybe there were 6 hidden locations planned and you would spawn in there rather than an outpost, and maybe it was also customizable. On that note, Mike Chapman also said, "You will gain access to a new ship that will sport unique forms of customization. Players who encounter you on the seas will know simply by looking at your ship that you're a veteran player." To me, this doesn't sound like the Ghost set, but some sort of ship type or structure, because it says unique forms of customization, not unique items. But who knows? Something even more exciting was this. Players who have ascended to the hideout and have become pirate legends will later be able to become captains, and this is where Rare will shift focus from personal legends over to crew legends, allowing groups of players to become feared on the high seas, adding in new systems for dedicated teams. This would be a really cool system for those who play in a dedicated crew, with rewards for playing with the same people. Under what form this was planned is anyone's guess. On one final note of content for my wish list of the Captaincy update, I would love this to be coupled with the Man of War, mainly because we see these legends of the Sea of Thieves with giant ships like the Magpie's Wing and Magpie's Fortune. It would be nice to have our own Burning Blade, Twisted Horn or Black Pearl, as Mike Chapman said in his interview. I hate to say it, I just can't see it happening for reasons discussed previously. I can see a lot of people appreciating the system as it will immerse them into the world of Sea of Thieves even more than the current game. However, it doesn't add anything in terms of new ways to play. And with all that being said, will Captaincy make its long overdue appearance in 2021? If I were to bet, I actually think it will. Why? Well, the team at Rare are hard at work trying to implement ship naming, and I think this will be added in Season 3 or Season 4 as one of the main features. It'll be the right time based on Rare's efforts to improve the game's economy. Not to mention, the ship has been slowly sinking in the hideout, and when it's fully submerged, it will make way for our proud ships to sit and wait, for us pirates to buy deeds to own them. So, is it the right thing for the game? I can't really see what else Rare is planning with a gold sink, unless it has something to do with the new construction at the outposts. We have had the tease of a new Pirate Legend voyage and a reason for us to return to the shores of gold, so it might come with that, but I know Rare like to avoid catering to just veteran players, which I think is a bit of an oversight. Other than that, it's all speculation. In fact, I can't really predict where the game is going other than something to do with the Merfolk, Duke and Flameheart. It all seems up in the air at the moment, and I'm kind of enjoying the mystery. Now, just a quick reward for those who made it this far. As you guys sub to me, I think it's time I give back a little. So I'm going to give away 3 lots of 1,000 ancient coins as a small thank you for getting me to 2k subs. All you have to do is be subscribed and drop a comment on the video, tell me what your ship name will be when we finally get the Captaincy update. Obviously guys, nothing too offensive please. Also, you can drop a like too, it's not mandatory but it helps me out so much. With all that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. We're moving to 2 videos a week, so there will be a new video every Wednesday or Thursday, depending on how well that goes. Make sure to subscribe for more speculation, lore, tips and feedback. We've got so much to come. Thanks again for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.